Hey guys, welcome back. Blowing stuff up, upgrading buildings, and staying undercover are all great, but it's the healers who are getting the spotlight today. If you're new to the game and want to try out Medic but find it a little intimidating, here's where you start. There's nothing fancy here, just the bare basics for beginners. So have a seat, get your number 2 pencil sharpened. Welcome to Medic 101. The first lesson is something you need to be doing constantly, all the time, without even thinking. Move. The healing beam from your medigun attaches to the patient and won't disconnect unless you get too far away, so make sure you keep moving. As a medic, you are an incredibly important target for the enemy team. More than spies, more than sentry nests, they want to kill you. So whenever you're with a group or by yourself, dance around like a whimsical forest creature. Never stay in one spot for too long because sniper bullets, grenades, and who knows what else are going to be sailing by your head. Standing still, even when you think you're in a safe spot, is really, really dangerous. I mean, you never know when a spy might be sneaking up on you. And to add to this, turn around. Again, your medigun beam will not disconnect from your teammate unless you get too far away, so you can totally spin around at all times to watch for sneaky baguettes. If you get to the point where constant motion is the norm for you without even having to think about it, then your longevity will increase. Ubercharge is the foundational ability of the medic. It's what makes him such a high value target and so fun to play as. The medic himself may not be strong in combat, but if he heals teammates for long enough, he can make himself and one teammate of his choosing fully invincible for 8 seconds. A good Ubercharge is almost always the key to breaking through a solid defense or shutting down an enemy push. So how do you get it? Well, Ubercharge builds slowly while you heal teammates, but healing injured teammates causes it to build faster. This incentivizes you to heal as many teammates as possible to reach 100% charge as soon as possible. Because if you can get an Uber ready before the enemy medic can, your team has a huge advantage. Also, you build Ubercharge much more slowly if your patient is already being healed. If they're sitting on a dispenser, being healed by the payload cart or another medic, your Ubercharge will slow down to a crawl. So please! Do not heal somebody if a medic is already healing them. You're destroying the efficiency of both your Ubercharges. Just remember, if somebody's injured and not already receiving healing, heal them. If they are, find somebody else to heal. By healing teammates, you can increase their maximum HP to 150% of its normal value. Heavy goes from 300 HP to 450, Soldier can have up to 300 health, and so on. Overheal fades once you stop healing, but by constantly switching the beam from one teammate to another, you can maintain a constant overheal on 3 or 4 people at once, which will make them much tankier and gives them a fighting chance even if outnumbered. Try to keep as many people overhealed as possible, but don't stress about it. Some players will sprint out of heal range the moment they're back to full health, so don't bother chasing them. Try to stay in the main cluster of your team. If you play this game long enough, you'll eventually hear the term pocket medic. This refers to a medic who ignores his whole team and doggedly heals just one player, staying in that player's pocket, so to speak. Normally, this is not a good idea. You want to be spreading heals to as many teammates as possible, keeping them overhealed, building Ubercharge quickly, and so on. Healing only one person hurts your efficiency and hurts the rest of your team, so it's always bad, right? Well, not necessarily. There are times when pocketing a player is actually the best thing you could do. Obviously, if you're playing with friends, you're going to focus most of your healing on your friends, and that's fine. But even beyond that, there are times when spreading heals and being really efficient with your Ubercharge just isn't good enough. If you have a bunch of teammates who cannot stay alive even with healing, but there's at least one guy who's obviously really good, yeah, just go heal the guy who will actually get things done. In situations like this where there's an obvious skill gap between the best player on the team and everyone else, healing the guy at the top exclusively can easily win the entire match. But generally, as a rule, you should avoid pocketing unless you are really confident in your pocket's ability to clean house. Look, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. 90% of TF2 players are idiots. They'll run out of ammo, get backstabbed by really obvious spies, rocket jump away from you when you're trying to heal them, sometimes while you're actively Ubercharging them. What the hell are you doing, soldier? You cannot and should not expect TF2 players to do the right or even the smart thing. Mostly, TF2 players just run forward and shoot until they die. Sometimes you get a team with 3 or 4 really smart guys, and those are the best times to play medic. Usually that doesn't happen, and then playing medic feels like herding a bunch of cats. No, get back here. Stop. I can't follow you. Bye. And yes, TF2 players will sometimes get mad at you for situations entirely out of your control. They'll run into a sniper sightline when you only have 19% uber charge and then get mad at you for not following them. Just because you didn't get shot doesn't mean I won't. And honestly, some players are really impatient. If you don't play the game exactly the way they want, they will stop in the midst of battle to type out increasingly frustrated instructions. These players usually don't deserve any healing, especially when this same guy rocket jumped away from me while I was ubercharging him. I don't think I'm the one who needs teaching here, buddy. Guys like this are the main reason so many medic players will only ubercharge heavies, because a heavy can't fly off and waste 3/4 of your charge after you pop. Yes, I'm bringing this up twice in a row because why? Why would you do this? Who authorized this person to have a computer? I don't... And that's all for Medic 101. I know there's more I could say. This class really does have so much depth and complexity, but that wouldn't really be in the spirit of a beginner's guide. Playing Medic is so much fun, but you do have to be ready for some frustrations. I mean, sometimes there's 40 seconds left in the round, the cart is approaching the end, and you're healing 2 power classes with 70% uber charge. Oh no. That's not fair. Yeah, the biggest lesson of playing Medic is that sometimes you can do everything right and lose anyway because of something entirely random. I guess I could complain about that, but the video's out to end, so bye!